Antonio Baez reporting, DCMikeTV.com. We're here with Gervonta Davis. How you doing today? We're over here at the Barclays Center. First time fighting at the Barclays Center. How do you feel about that?
I feel great, fighting in a new state, that I never fought in, it felt tremendous, just having a lot of fans here, hometown, traveling up the here, it felt great.
You're fighting Jose Pedraza. Do you see any hard times with him?
He's a tough opponent. We're gonna work hard in camp. We're gonna be ready to fight January 14th.
About this fight, styles make fights. How do you feel this fight's gonna go for you?
It'll be a great fight. I can't predict what round or if we're gonna go to distance, but January the 14th, I will be ready. Hopefully he will be ready, and we're going to make it a good fight.
That's great. So far, every opponent you have fighting, you've taken care of easy. Do you think this is your hardest task?
On paper, this is my hardest task. Like I said, he's a great fighter. I'm a great fighter. I hope he train hard because I will be training hard. This is the toughest fight of my life on paper, so I would definitely put my work in.
Right. You're the co-main event. Do you look to steal the show?
Definitely gonna steal the show. You see me? I'm stealing the show.
I see you shining. I do see you shining.
Yeah, I'm definitely coming to steal the show.
What's next for you? You're looking to fight? You're fighting January 14th. After that, will we see you fight 2-3 more times?
Hopefully, we just gonna get Jason Sosa. Joseph Pedraza out of here, and then hopefully we can get the other champs.
Now talking about the Jason Sosa fight, what happened? How did that fall out? Why didn't you fight for that title a couple weeks ago?
I'm not for sure. I was ready. I was getting prepared to go into camp. And one day I just got up. I got on Twitter, and they were saying that I priced myself out or something like that. But
that's what they were saying.
Yeah, but no price. We never discussed no price or none of that. So I don't know.
He's a little different fighter than Jose Pedraza. Jose Pedraza might be a little more technically sound.
Yeah.
So in retrospect, this might be a much more difficult fight for you. Can you comment on that?
I actually watched Pedraza. I watched Jason too. Boxing, we like the beat. I don't want to be a lousy fighter. For him being sharp the way he is.
I gotta ask one question.
It's people that look, the way he fight, that he's sharp. I spar them guys in the gym, and I be stopping them. I don't want to say them names, but I stop these guys. Hopefully he'll be ready.
Now, fighting in New York, Puerto Ricans are right across the river. How are you gonna? Your supporters from Maryland gonna come up here and try to kill that noise?
Hopefully I have Puerto Ricans,
You guys for Puerto Ricans? Yeah, you can probably get a lot of Puerto Rican fans, man.
Yeah, hopefully, hopefully we just wishing for the best, I'm here to put on a great show,
I don't want to get into this. You can answer if you want or not. A couple weeks ago, that Fight Hype article about Floyd put some stuff about you. Have you guys cleared the hatchet? Is that a distraction to you? Tell us your thoughts.
I'm just gonna say there's no distraction to me. Me and Floyd, we're gonna handle what we have to handle behind closed doors, and everything great on this side.
Thanks, Gervonta.
Gervonta, quick question for you. Training in Floyd's camp, is there anything special that goes on there? Do you feel like working with Floyd, you have an advantage over anybody else?
Working with Floyd, how can you not have an advantage over anybody else? This man is 49-0, one of the top boxers still to this day, and he ain't ever been in the ring. When I'm around Floyd, he teaches me the ins and outs, at boxing. I make sure I listen. Most of the time when I'm around Floyd, I'm more quiet than usual. Because I'm learning from him. He's a great guy.
Okay. What do you think about Donald Trump being president?